DOWGE, DOWGE. Is this meme coin the next SPX6900 killer, or is it just another meme coin that's purely based on hype? It's having its 15 minutes of fame, but by the end of this month, nobody is going to remember the name of this meme coin. But before we get to DOWGE, nothing in this video is financial advice, so always make sure to do your own research. And if you like the contents in this video, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn on that notification bell. And on this channel, I talk about crypto gems that have 10x to 100x potential, and even in some cases 1000x potential. So if those are the types of projects that you like to get involved with, then you got to make sure to subscribe to this channel. So what exactly is this DOWGE meme coin? So here we are on the website, and we can see that this meme coin is built on Solana. But more importantly, check out its mission. Its mission right here is to flip the Dow Jones. And also I really like that they use these really aggressive dogs right here, and right above it they have the words "new index for the people" here. So this meme coin here is once again representing a movement against the status quo, and very similar to SPX6900. The message behind SPX6900 is to flip the S&P 500 here. So with DOWGE, the main mission right here is for the people to get involved in a project that has the potential to flip the Dow Jones. So the Dow Jones, out of all the stock market indexes, is one of the largest ones out there. There's about $20 trillion in assets when it comes to the market capitalization of the Dow Jones. And of course the S&P 500 is a lot bigger, and its market cap is close to 50 trillion. So nonetheless, Dow Jones, super huge stock market index. And just to give you an idea of how huge that is that the entire crypto market cap at this moment is just sitting at over 3 trillion. So the Dow Jones alone right now is about 7 times larger than the entire crypto market at this particular point in time. So let's go on and have a look and read the DOWGE creed here. So this will give us more insight into their mission. So a degenerate's guide to total financial domination. In the beginning, there was the Dow, a stuffy haven for blue chip geezers, sipping overpriced martinis while stroking their egos. They thought they had all this figured out, but guess what? The game has changed, and it's time to crash the party. The ticker DJI6930 isn't just a number, it's a battle cry, a call to arms to obliterate the Dow Jones 30 and flip that $20 trillion figure once and for all. This isn't just some half-baked meme. This is a full-on degen revolution. So once again, this is meme coin represents an anti-establishment and a movement against the status quo, and also a movement towards the traditional stock markets as well. So this dives into, once again, how people perceive the traditional structure now being very unfair for people to get ahead in life here. So this is a new paradigm shift in the thinking when it comes to the financial system. So DOWGE is the explosive fusion of tech, community, and pure financial mayhem. So toss stale portfolios and risk models out the window. It's all about chasing mad gains, chaos, and the wild ride that makes head spin. The future is ripe for creation and glorious degenerates. There's no sitting on the sidelines while TradeFi fat cats play their rigged game. So once again, the fat cats is an allusion to the banks. So a lot of people in their eyes view that the banks have a stranglehold on the current financial system. So right now people are looking to find more favorable alternatives to the traditional financial system, and that's what DOWGE is looking to represent people who are looking for a financial system that could provide a much better future for them as well. So the field is open for flipping tables and rewriting the rules. So DJ6930 is destined to eviscerate the Dow, not only because it's logical, but because it's simply meant to be. So here's the deal, you stuffy trad fad titans, your empire is crumbling and the wrecking crew is here. Join in or get the hell out of here. The age of DOWGE is upon everybody, and the future is here for the taking. The time to charge forward is now. Let's make history. So really cool message behind this. And also, one of the questions that we have to ask when it comes to meme coins is it going to be relatable to, the everyday person that maybe is not so savvy when it comes to crypto? And, with the comparison to SPX6900, it's already been proven that, it has huge retail appeal already. So right now, SPX6900 is sitting at over $1 billion market cap, and we'll go into the price and the chart of DOWGE in a second here. But the main important thing is, when we look at meme coins, is this meme coin going to be a meme coin that the everyday person and retail is able to understand? And in my opinion, it does have that same retail appeal as SPX6900, and I like the way that they also use these dogs as their mascot, and that way it brings kind of like this financial concept into a tangible visual representation that a lot of people can relate with, because people understand, and well, they just love dogs in general, right? So very relatable meme right here that has a mission where people want a better financial future for themselves. So let's go ahead and look at their X page right here. We can see that their X page is fairly new here. This account was created just 1 month ago in June of 2025, so they have close to about 1,800 followers. So in terms of their how often or how active are they posting on their X account right here, so you can see that the last post about 8 hours ago, 12 hours ago, 18 hours ago, so fairly recent. They post about 3 times a day, and right here, this particular post kind of sums everything up in terms of the changes that they want to make to the current financial system. So you can see that the market is often seen as a level playing field, but in reality, it's an illusion crafted and controlled by banks and hedge funds. Their influence bend the rules to favor the wealthy, leaving everyday investors at a disadvantage. This manipulation creates a divide where financial opportunities are reserved for a select few while the rest of us watch from the sidelines. So DOWGE is the index for the people there. So some really cool stuff, and they make their mission statement absolutely clear for retail and anybody that's looking to make a change in their financial life to become a part of this movement here. So it definitely does have that cult appeal to as well, very similar to how SPX6900 has as well. So let's jump ahead and look at its chart right here. So just right off the bat, you could see that it's already ran pretty hard very recently. So this meme coin was just created about a month ago, so on June 6th of 2025. So a very new meme coin project that you have right here, and it kind of lay dormant for a little bit before things went absolutely parabolic on July 1st. So for the last 4 or 5 days, it's just been skyrocketing and sending to the right the entire time. So let's go ahead and see what type of gains, if you got in during or at this period right here where it was just absolutely flat, and you held on during that time, what kind of gains from the bottom to its all-time high would you have gotten? It's gone over 3,000%, so that's like a 30x if you got in really early during the time where activity was really dormant with this meme coin here. So right now, one thing that really sticks out to me, so let's go ahead and we'll just remove this for a second. Right here is you could see that it's been bouncing off its all-time high of roughly $20 million market cap several times here. So it looks like the $20 million market cap is the resistance right now. So there's several things that could happen right now. And by the way, the market cap of DOWGE is sitting at just over 17 million right now. In terms of its liquidity, has close to $500,000 in liquidity, and its trading volume is really high right now at over 4 million. But going back to what I see over here in this area right here, it's facing a lot of resistance at this particular point here, and it's bounced off a couple times. So several things can happen in my opinion. So the very first thing right here is that let's go and bring this down here. So just give me a second. So there's several things that could happen right here. So either it breaks that resistance and then it bounces off and it retests it, and then it goes into price discovery, and that's where you can make some massive gains if you feel that this is a good entry here. And or if it continues to get rejected, it's gonna fall back somewhere down here, because in this area it's is its major level of support. So between the $6 to about $9 million market cap is where you might see it drop if it's not able to break through that $20 million market cap resistance. So once again, none of this is financial advice. This is something I'm just kind of laying out what I see could happen. But once again, these projects are brand new. They're much more on the riskier side, but because of that, they hold a lot more potential as well. Just know that, yeah, they could absolutely moon, or, they could go down to zero very quickly as well. So always invest responsibly. So with this big parabolic run right here that we had saw where it just shot up to the upside, I was curious to know, did we, were there other KOLs, for example, talking about it? And just on YouTube, for example, I saw 2 videos here by Superman. He has a substantial following of, I believe, 160,000 people on YouTube alone. And also, let's see who else is there. I believe right here. So you had Crypto Gains, and I think he has about 150,000. So, some KOLs that have a lot of followers here, and, was able to impact the price impact of this, or the price action of this meme coin here. So from here, it depends on, how well it continues to market itself, and do other KOLs get on board as well to to expand the awareness of this project here. So nonetheless, it's it has the opportunity to become maybe the next SPX6900, or does it retrace back to its main level of support right here around the $6 to $9 million market cap, which many might see as an opportunity to DCA in as well. So once again, this is a decision that you need to make for yourself in terms of if you're interested in getting into this project, what entry points you're comfortable in terms of entering. So overall, this certainly has retail appeal, and I think it's just a matter of time to see how it develops, whether it does prove itself to be the next SPX6900 killer, or is it just right now just flying purely on hype, and then maybe by next week, next month, we might even remember it. So once again, this is just my thoughts on the project, but feel free to share in the comments below. Is this a project that you're already currently involved in, or do you plan to get involved in this project? And if you do, what is your price prediction in terms of what this meme coin could get to, and share that price prediction in the comments below as well. So with that, I'll see you in the next one.